Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy CBB, and I'm at work. So, but I stopped off at my local Ollie's Bargain basement, and to see because there was that story about all the comic book companies sending all their overstock of trades out there, and they were like dirt cheap. So I went out there to dig through it, and holy shit, there was a lot of stuff out there. A metric ton of Marvel Legacy stuff, like Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Champions. I mean, it was Runaways. It was ridiculous. I mean, there was at least 30 or 40, and actually more than that. There's at least 50 copies of each one. Some of them there's probably 100. Like, surprisingly enough, the Rocket and Groot trade paperback, there was more of those than anything at this particular Ollie's. At least there was more of those than anything else. There was probably 100 of those things at least. But I dig through the stuff. Most of the DC stuff that was there was New 52 stuff, like this one. A lot of it was crap. But I did manage to find a couple little gems. I'm an art guy, so I gravitate more towards books with really, really cool, detailed artwork. And these right here, Ed Benes and Dave Finch are two of my favorites. I like Ivan Reyes as well. And interesting enough as well, this particular Justice League story, if you guys went and saw Aquaman, this book is where they got a lot of the elements of that movie from. The basic storyline where his brother Orm, aka Ocean Master, is doing the invasion of the surface world. It's also where I'm pretty sure this is the first storyline where they introduced the trench, which was those anglerfish, those nasty anglerfish-looking people, where his mom was like, well, all that crap. And this is one of my favorite newer Justice League stories. This is the one with that centers around Red Tornado and Solomon Grundy, where Solomon Grundy actually comes back. If you know anything about Solomon Grundy, when he dies, something about him changes every time he comes back, when the green brings him back. And in this one, he actually came back smart. So that was a really interesting story. And then this Justice League story, honestly, can't remember the big hook about it. I do remember. I'm not sure. I think this is the first book where Vibe is a major character. It's Vibe right there. If you guys watch the Flash TV show, you know who Vibe is. Also, I have a friend who's a big Stephen Colbert fan, and so I bought this for her as a gift. And interestingly enough, I looked in here out of curiosity, and guess who was the artist on this book? Yeah, good old Brown Eye himself, Robbie Rodriguez. So yeah, like I said, I bought this as a gift from my friend. She's a real big Stephen Colbert fan. But yeah, how's that for being born under a bad sign? Anyway, no, well, thanks for that. But the thing is, I got all of these books for $20. Actually, a little bit less. I actually bought a pair of slippers for my dad. These nice memory foam slippers for my dad, and my total came up to like $24. So this the Tech Jensen I think was $3, but this was $5. This was $6, and this was $5. So I got $20. For $20, I got $75 worth of trades. I mean, these are not like this is the only floppy. The rest of these are the hardcovers, man. These things retail for like, yeah, these things retail for like $25. So, and there weren't very many of this one. This one, I'm not surprised. This is a really cool story, and it's got amazing art. Ed Benes is a really popular artist. There was 4 or 5 of this one. There was, I think, maybe 10 of this one. There weren't a ton of them. There were a decent number. This one there was more than any of them. There was probably about 25, 30 of this one. But these, there wasn't a whole lot of them. But man, there was a lot of Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Runaways, just a lot of Mighty Thor, the Jane Foster Thor stuff. There was a ton of that stuff. I mean, probably at least 50, maybe more. Because I thought, I mean, just in the area like where I was really digging through, there was probably like 20 or 30 of each. And then there was like maybe twice that on the wall. Surprisingly enough, though, the DC there was a decent amount of DC stuff. A lot of New 52 stuff. The Superman Doomed trade, there was a buttload of those. But the other company that had the most there was Zenoscope. I mean, there was a whole wall of nothing but Zenoscope. And I'm kicking myself now. I should have taken some video of that when I was in there. There's another one. There's another Ollie's that's a little bit further away. I'm gonna go to that one this coming payday, and I'll do a recording of that. I'll actually do some video of what they got there, as long as I don't get thrown out. But yeah, tons of Marvel Legacy, a lot of Zenoscope, decent amount of IDW and Image. Not as much of the first two, but a decent amount. But yeah, I mean, that story about how they just dumped these things, it's true. I mean, just in that store alone, there was probably, if these things are between 15 and 25 bucks a piece, there must have been at least 1,000 books there, probably more. And that's just a ridiculous amount of money that's just being chucked. I mean, like I said, I got these things for $4 or $5 a piece. But if you're willing to go there and dig through them, you will find a couple of little gems. So yeah, if you want to get if you got some time to spare and you want to get some decent comics, go hit up your local Ollies. And like I said, I'll check out the other Ollies and see what we can find there, and we'll do a recording of that. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, help a brother out. Try to grow this channel. I'll be doing a lot more videos. I've got some equipment ordered to let me do some of the other things I want to do. I want to do some drawing videos, which, by the way, little piece I'm working on right now for Nasser is character Brutus. I gotta finish this thing. This is taking way too damn long. But yeah, so thanks for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. You have a good day. Bye-bye.